Hi everyone, my name is Dana Gelsomino and this is episode 15 of the Ask a Question show, the show in which you ask a question about any type of narcissistic or otherwise abusive or toxic relationship or situation, and I, along with the rest of the audience here, will do our very best to help answer it. Our goal is to give you the feedback and the support that you need so that you can move forward in getting the clarity, the closure, and the healing that you so deserve. And so today's question comes from Haley. Haley asks, Dear Dana, my boyfriend has always had kind of questionable behavior, posting vague status updates on Facebook, telling me stories about other girls, and giving kind of weird excuses about like makeup on his pillowcase and girls staying the night that are just friends. My friends think he's arrogant and egotistical and cheap because I pay for things a lot of the time when we go out. We broke up not too long ago, and he sent me a long email explaining about all these other girls and admitting to sexting with one of them, but told me that he was sorry and how he feels that we have potential, but that I have issues. I feel in limbo and am petrified of being alone. I'm 29 and he's 28. I feel old before my time and I feel I will be alone forever. What are your thoughts? Is he a narcissist? Okay, Haley, thank you so much for your question. A couple things here. You know, the whole label of narcissist, frankly, really doesn't matter. What matters here is the behavior. And so, what we're looking for is any type of problematic behavior. And it looks like he's got a ton of it, right? So, he's sexting other girls, he's cheating on you, he's lying, he's posting weird things on Facebook, which probably means that he's probably cheating or lying. There's lots of issues that he has, but there's also kind of lots of issues that you have. And so what concerns me is that you're 29, you are petrified, and in capital letters too, petrified of being alone. And it's really hard to make a good decision about what we're looking for in our life if we're petrified of being alone. That tells me that you're kind of clinging to whatever kind of comes your way because you don't want to be alone. And it's really hard to put yourself in a situation where you're being choosy about what kind of person you want in your life versus being, chosen. So you're more focused on being chosen. You're not focused on being choosy because you're scared of being alone. But the reality is you already are alone because you're not in a relationship. You're in a manipulationship. You're in a dynamic with a guy who is lying and he's cheating, and he's admitted to some of that. He's spinning it back onto you, saying that you're the one with issues, and that's just crazy making within itself. And frankly, it shows a total lack of insight on his part to the fact that he does have a problem. And so now the ball is in your court. You know, what is Haley looking for? Like, what are you looking for as far as a person? Like, keep in mind who you're looking for to marry. You really need to be discriminating about who fills that role for you. Because if you choose wrong, it can totally derail and will totally derail your life. You will spend your life arguing with him about his cheating and about his lying and about any other bad behavior that might be going on that you don't know about. You will potentially have children with this person if you want to have kids. And you're going to be having these ongoing fights about cheating and lying. You're going to have hurt feelings. You're probably it's not going to end well. So my advice to you would be to really examine your standards for what behavior you tolerate and expect from other people in your life, and then kind of where are your boundaries. You know, how bad does he have to behave in order for you to draw that line and say, I'm done, get out of my life? Because a lot of people, healthy people I should say, would have drawn this boundary a lot sooner. So this is something for you to kind of think about. So, and I know, and I get it. I know that it's crazy making. I know that they can spin things and you start really thinking that you're the one with the problem. And then we spend so much time trying to fix kind of what our part is in it. But the reality is you might have issues. Honestly, none of that, I mean, it matters, but he has a ton of issues that are all deal breaker stuff, or they should be deal breakers. They would be deal breaker stuff to healthy people. So I would encourage you to you're not going to be alone forever. And frankly, even if you are, if you can get to that place where you really enjoy who you are and you really enjoy your life, you will want to be alone more than you will want to be with the wrong person. Because I will tell you, there is no more lonelier time in your life than being in a relationship with a person who doesn't care about being in a relationship with you. You know, like this guy. doesn't seem to care that he's in a relationship with you. You're just there. It's convenient for him. So again, raise your standards, raise your expectations, really tighten those up, because the healthier you will get and the higher you will raise your boundaries and your standards, the less you will put up with all of the wrong people in your life. And the earlier that you can learn this lesson, the happier you will be. And I know that might sound kind of silly or woo-woo or something like that, but it's very, very true. So that's my advice to you. I will be curious to see kind of what everybody else has to say, and we will go from there. So if you guys have any questions for the Ask a Question show, or any other questions, comments, concerns, frustrations, ideas for videos, you just want to say hi, you need some support, let me know. All the contact info is down below. And as always, lots of love to you guys. You are not alone. You are not crazy, and you really can heal and move forward from this. Okay, so take care and talk to you soon. Bye.